1985 Ford Escort RS Turbo. That's your Series 1. You will notice it is missing the fog lamps. Or it is without fog lamps, I should say. Which always sort of throws me off on a Series 1. If they're without fog lamps, they always look a bit odd, don't they? They look a bit different. Obviously all white, as you know. 2-litre turbo. This one has been off the road for over 20 years. It's been pulled out with storage, given a really good detail. Engine's been got running, new plug, stuff like that, but it does want a bit of a tune-up and a bit of finishing off. We're going to start by having a good look at the bodywork, then we're going to move on to the interior, and then we're going to go for a cold engine startup. It is worth pointing out the brakes are very soft. Engine starts and runs and it'll move under its own power, but I personally wouldn't be recommending driving at home. So let's start with the bodywork. If we start on this driver's side, if you look down this side, lovely and straight all the way down there. That body line, which is actually quite a gradual body line on these, you can see is lovely and crisp all the way down. It's not full of ripples, it's not full of filler, it's not full of dents. The bit of trim, the finishing trim that goes along the front of there, you'll notice that's missing. You can still get them there, quite easy to get actually. Body kit itself, normally these sort of peel away at the back here and fit awful. This one actually fits really, really well. If you look inside the arch, there's no real wear and tear in there. That's generally very nice. All the correct screws in the right places. And again, if you look in there, it's not a patchwork quilter welded, it's not rotten, it's really nice in there. Correct original spec 7-spoke wheels. But to give you an idea of how long it's been off the road, they are pre-date stamps by the looks of things. Yeah, they are pre-date stamp tyres. More for transport than anything else. I definitely wouldn't really drive in miles on those tyres. I don't even think you can get a CR33B, CR338 Avon anymore. If we pop the camera underneath from here, you can see again, look at the floor pans, really nice and clean. Again, not a patchwork quilter weld, not caked and under seal. It's obviously been stored properly. A little bit of paint flake here and there, but generally really very, very good. Exhaust looks nice. That sill looks to be good. Body kit fits nice all the way down. All the blanking plates are in the right places. Sticker pack's good. Panel gaps are nice. In here, normally this is caked full of filler or sealer. Again, there's no cracks there. That's nice. Along the bottom of the windscreen is good. Rubber seal still nice and soft. So it's obviously been stored properly. And then up onto the roof, inside the gutter rails. Bit of dust in there, but generally very good. No corrosion around the sunroof. Rest of the roof lovely and straight. Glass, it's all stamped up. It's nice and clear. All the plastics around the wing mirrors are good. That door itself, all nice and neat. Again, panel gaps here are good. There's been a couple of little, it's been open on some at some point, they've been touched in. And there's a little mark behind the lock, if we're being really picky. This rear quarter, I don't know if it's been in the sunlight or something, but there's a couple of little, it's almost like a reaction in the paint. You can just see it on the light there, it's barely there, but it is worth pointing out. Body kit on the back, fits nice and neat. Inside the arch on this side is lovely. And again, we'll put the camera underneath from there. Nice and clear there. Another good 7-spoke wheel with the centre caps. Round on the back, tail lamps on both sides are bright and clear. The bumper fits nice and straight, doesn't sort of slope off to one side or anything like that. There's a little bit of a chip in the paint just there. The seams down here, they're good. There's no sort of bubbles poking up through them. There's actually a bit of sealer coming through there. And underside of the bumper, behind the bumper, that's all nice and tidy as well. Normally you want to look at this area here. Is it full of corrosion? That one looks to be all good. There's a little bit of a chip in the paint just there, which has been touched in. Bumper, the spoiler, sorry, nice and soft all the way around. It's not cracked or perished. Down the bottom of the screen, on the bottom there, there's no corrosion coming through there. Again, this seal is nice and soft. I will point out we can't get into the boot, that's locked. We don't seem to have that key. So we will pop the camera underneath there because you want to have a look at that all important spare wheel well and boot floor. But again, as you can see, that looks to be all good under there. Round on the passenger side again, if you look down that side, nice and straight all the way down. A little bit of a crack in the paint there. Inside the arch on the back corner here, again all good. Body kit fits nice and neat. Put the camera under there. From here, you can see that sill on this side. All the way along. Panel gaps are good on this side as well. This seam, the seal on this window is a little bit dried and perished. I don't know if maybe this was an older seal perhaps. Even got stamps on the sunroof, on the glass, and on the windscreen as well, actually, which is pretty unusual. Nice on the bottom on this side. This seam again is good. All the leading edge across the top is nice and neat as well. Plastics around the wing mirror are good. And then inside at the front, again, nice and tidy in there. Like I say, tyres are perished, very old. Again, the car has just been pulled out of long-term storage. You will notice if I hold the camera there, the bonnet is an off colour. It's obviously been painted at some point. Not the best colour match in the world. So it's bonnet and grille and front bumper, I would say. Lower half, it's all there. It's complete all your toe eyes there. But like I say, this piece of trim is missing. Headlamps and indicators on both sides are good. Bonnet itself's in lovely condition. It's just ever so slightly off on the colour. You see it quite close up on the scuttle there. You see the difference straight away. Moving on to the interior. Really nice and tidy on the door card. Normally these are sagging and there's loads of wear here, whereas this one's all good. The door shut is nice and neat. Obviously got the all important number all nice and present down there. Seat. These things were so badly worn from pretty much new. This one is about as good as they get. It's got a tiny little bit of excess sort of sag there. Steam clean would tighten that straight up, to be fair. And the bottom is lovely. And there is an ever so slight bit of wear on that seam there, but generally very, very good. Steering wheel, again, lovely condition, no real wear on that. It shows 47,750 miles. Check the description, we'll detail what we know about service history, where it's been, but when you look at things like the seat, heel pad underneath, obviously we know it's... Fires up, it does idle happily. Again, like I say, I've driven it in here. Obviously being wary of the brakes, driven it onto the studio, driven it back off. Ticks over nice and happy. No smoke or anything when coming out the back. Like I say, the owner has said, you know, it wants setting up. So we're just passing that on. So there you have it. 1985 Series 1 Escort RS Turbo. Really good bones. Lovely example that you can sort of improve further on, add some real value to it. Check the description, I'll detail everything we know about it in there. If you've got any questions at all, please get in touch. Thank you.